Exactly. Could we? Oh, could we all move into the hall, please? Testing one. You're getting it. Testing one. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. That's gone off again, eh? Testing one. Testing one, two, three. Everything okay there? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the executive of Gauteng Bowls, I'd just like to welcome you to the presentation ceremony for the 2019 Perfect Delivery Gauteng Open Men's and Women's Bowls Championships. We acknowledge and welcome Gauteng Bowls Board Acting President Tommy Lowe, and we welcome BSA executives Andy Strong and Ian State, as well as BSA Honorary Life member Deborah Ferguson. The JBA executive members Keith van der Linde, Cindy Hoffman, and Dirk Malongray. And a special welcome to our sponsors, Perfect Delivery, Geesie Swanepoel, and Donovan Ramage. I'm sure you'll agree that they've done a really wonderful job for us here at this tournament over the last 4 weeks. And long may we carry on to support one another. And finally, I'd like to welcome all the players and all the spectators. Thank you very much. As I said before, we did want to thank Perfect Delivery. As I say, they've done a wonderful job for us. We really appreciate what they've done. Their teams that have been going from club to club. I'm sure you made them all welcome. I'd also like to thank our tournament committee, Anne Davies, Denise Russell, Sandra Viljoen, as well as Peter Kutzer, who unfortunately couldn't make it this afternoon. We'd also like to say a thank you to Lance Sace, who, as the competition secretary for JBA, did an awful lot of work in the background, helping us, giving us guidance, and pointing us in the right direction when we needed it. Thanks, Lance. I'd also like to thank our headquarters, Bryson Sports Club, the president, Ian McKenzie, as well as the volunteers and staff for being our hosts for the past 4 weeks. You've really been wonderful for us. Thank you. And thank you to our sister districts, Ekurhuleni and Sables, together with their 5 hosting clubs, and also the 15 other clubs out of the JBA that gave up their facilities for this tournament. Thank you to the tournament officials, umpires, markers, greens, catering, not forgetting the bar staff, all the volunteers and members who gave of their time, their talents, and TABS times in many cases, for us to run this tournament. And then finally, last but not least, the more than 2,100 competitors, without whom this tournament would never have happened. And with that, I'd like to hand over to Geesie Swanepoel from Perfect Delivery to give you a few words.
Thanks, Dave. Good afternoon, everybody. Wow, what a finish. I want to thank Gauteng Bowls for the opportunity to be the sponsor, the title sponsor of this tournament. The biggest bowls tournament in South Africa with over 2,000 entries. And I also want to thank the hosting clubs for your hospitality and the effort that you've put in to make this event such an amazing event. The way that you've treated the players as well as my staff over the last 4 weekends was just amazing. Thank you very much for that. If any bowls body, be it national, district or club level, want to know how to organize a tournament, speak to this tournament committee. I think the way that they've done it and the way that they've looked after the sponsor, after us, was just out of this world. We cannot thank you more than for what you've done to us. The tournament committee, thank you very much. Your professional approach right from the start when you took over the tournament, in the way that you gave us exposure, was just fantastic. Thank you very much. Dave, thank you to you and your team. Thank you. To offer Perfect Delivery sponsorship for next year's Gauteng Open will be an easy decision for me to take after this. To all the players, thank you for entering the 2019 Perfect Delivery Gauteng Open. As was mentioned already, the 2,000 plus entries show that the competitive bowls in Gauteng is still well and alive, and that it's an amazing tournament to see that, you know, bowls, we all think bowls is a dying sport, but I think this tournament shows that we can still increase the numbers year by year, and this was evident of that. Thank you very much for all the players that entered. Thank you. To all the medal winners, what an achievement. I think you all worked hard throughout your careers to be a medal winner at the Gauteng Open. Well done. And for those who didn't make it to the gold or bronze or silver, guys, just carry on doing what you do, train hard, and hopefully we'll see you next year at this venue as well. Then I would like to thank my staff. We did try to do something different this year, and I was asked just outside, what did we do extra? I think the staff actually came to me and said, "Gees, let's just get involved with bowls a bit more than what we can." I didn't think we can be more involved in bowls than we already have been. But the initiative came from their side to spend time with the bowlers over the last 4 weekends, go to the clubs, meet them. Some of you might, you know their names, and you speak to them on the phone, but you don't actually know what they look like. You know, insurance is a very boring topic. It's not something that you want to go and visit somebody and spend an hour with him at his house, because it's really boring. But it's something that we all need, and it's something that we all that help us to make sure that we are not in a situation where we get in trouble when we want to claim and there's an issue with your insurance. So my staff used this opportunity, and I want to thank them for using their time over the last 4 weekends to be here, and for them to meet with you guys. And thanks also for your hospitality and making it such a nice event for them. And I think lastly, the Perfect Delivery Bowls Kit competition, you all know about it. We've come to the end of it. We'll do the draw now. But just shortly to give you the requirements to qualify for this draw. First of all Perfect Delivery policy holders in the Gauteng area automatically qualify for the draw. So your names are in the bag. Please don't steal the bag. It's confidential information. And all non-policy holders who have emailed us their existing policy schedules over the last month also qualify for the draw. And just what the draw is all about, it's a prize, the value of just over 10,000. I think Drake's Pride, if you selected Drake's Pride, it might be 20,000 because their bowls are very expensive. But a set of bowls of your choice, a Perfect Delivery bowls bag, a Perfect Delivery cap and a peak, and then some branded sun protection arm sleeves and some branded sunscreen and lip ice and stuff like that. So it's a nice prize to win. And without further ado, I would like to do the draw. So if I can get anybody, Roxy, please come and do the draw for us.
Let's not do that. Is that one?
Just one. Yeah, I think this is a mistake. Now, unfortunately, this name, you can come and vouch for it, but this person is not from Gauteng. This person is from Eden Bowls, and therefore the person doesn't qualify, unfortunately. Roxy? Okay, this is one of our clients from Rivonia Bowling Club. According to our records, Mr. H or Mrs. H van Dijk and Mrs. V.J. van Dijk. Does anybody know this person? Okay, it is a client of ours. We will contact the person and we'll give it to them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.
And now I'd just like to call on Tommy Lowe just to come forward and say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's a great pleasure for me to say a few words on this occasion. I just want to, everybody is so serious, I just want to say something. You know, the late Brian Thompson, who was president of GB, he used to wear red shoes and green shoes and all the colors. So I decided to put on blue shoes, so just to keep with the tradition. A tournament of this size is really unreal. Everything went so well. And to watch a final in the end, after 22 ends, and you still need a measure for a winner. It's so great. A lot of names was mentioned already, but I think one thing wasn't mentioned, and if I'm right, I just want to thank the guys who did the streaming while the bowls was going on. I think they are doing a great job, and a lot of people at home has got the opportunity to watch this great bowls. Thank you very much to them. As Gessie said, this is now the biggest tournament in South Africa. And it is so big and popular that, and excuse me, the people know me very well and they know I joke about it, but we even got some of the members of PSA's executive here and so forth. They came to learn how to host a tournament of this size. I'm getting pointed, you must protect me when I go out, they will shoot me. Yeah. No, I'm just joking. No, and you know, all this can only be possible if we get the entries we did get. So to the players and everybody, thank you very, very much for entering this big competition, and I sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much to the tournament committee. I walked around a little bit, and I had my ear on the ground, and I just heard compliments and compliments and compliments. So you did a wonderful job. Everything ran so smooth. It was difficult to find something wrong. So congratulations, you did a huge job. That was great. And then, of course, a tournament of this size can't be possible if we haven't got a sponsor. And Gessie, on behalf of Gauteng Bowls, we would like to thank you and Perfect Delivery for sponsoring this tournament. We are coming a long way. I can't remember how many years already. And every year it just gets better and better. I didn't hear Gessie say he's doubling the prize money for next year, but maybe he'll get to that. But Gessie, no, we sincerely appreciate your involvement with us, and we wish you and your company just the best of luck. Thank you very much. And then lastly, I see Deborah is pointing a finger at me. I'll stop now. Congratulations to all the runners-up and the winners. I sincerely hope that you had a wonderful tournament. The bowls I saw was out of this world. It was great, and it was very, very nice to watch. Thank you for an enjoyable tournament. Thank you.
Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get on with the prize giving. We'll just clear up this bench here first so we've got some space. All right, we're going to start off with the mixed pairs. The quarterfinalists from Linden, from Pelser and Fushia. From Belgravia, Atkinson and Hanegraaff. Welkom, Robertson and Robertson. And then Bryanston Sports, Baker and Turner. So if you just come forward, please. And as soon as you've received your prizes, if you wouldn't mind just stepping over to the side in front of the Perfect Delivery banner, just so you can have your photos taken. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, and the bronze medalists from Belgravia, Keegan Sace and Kathy Drybrow. And from Centurion, Brink and Van Rensburg. And the runners-up and silver medalists, Evans and Evans. And the winners and gold medalists, Andrew Barrow and Cheryl Edelkraut. And now, on to the ladies' pairs. From Roosevelt, Erasmus and Erasmus. Are they not here? Okay. Yeah, this is the ladies' pairs, yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then also Esme Haley and Amanda Lloyd from Linden. And from Harlequins, Janssen van Vuren and Lotteren. They're not here. Okay. Then going on to the bronze medalists from Belgravia, Dawn Palmer and Cheryl Edelkraut. And all the way from Kroonstad, Linda van Kaspel and B. Kiev. And the runners-up and silver medalists, Roxanne Tingle and Carol Glanfield. And the winners by the closest of measures from Edenvale, Jenny Jones and Merle Vogelpath. And now on to the men's pairs. Our quarter-finalists from Wanderers, Bobby Donnelly and Max Hurwitz. Okay. From Discovery, the Mvangos. No? Morgan and T. Mvanga. No matter, hey? From Roosevelt, Sean Thomas, Warren Stain. Because it's two of you. From Thunderbell Town, Cryshaw and Cock. I don't know if they're here. No. The semi-finalists, Mike O'Connor from CBC Old Boys and his partner, Mr. T. Buerta. And Tinus Ulofse from Brackpan Mines with John T. Rhodes. And the silver medalists, Wilson Malobolo and Jean Eischen. And they're from Witpoortjie. And the gold medalists, Craig Remington and Mr. W. Ferguson from Brackpan Mines. And now we go on to the women's fours. Quarter-finalists were from Roosevelt, Foster Jones, Peugeot, Evans and Eager. And from Honeydew, Schultz, Viljoen, Marais and Lilienfeld. And from Bryanston Sports, Hunking, Robinson, Rubert and Oret. And then from Bryanston Country Club, Hollis, Mayer, Maxwell and Davidoff. And our semi-finalists, bronze medal winners from Pretoria High School Old Boys, Wessels, Prinsloo, Mainhart and De Vlaming. And from Lake Club, Benoni, Smith, Gardner, Donlin and Stander. And our silver medalists from Lisa's, Neil, Simmelink, Blucher and Gerber. Just fill in the slip. Just fill in the slip and then give them to Denise. Yeah. I was going to announce. And our champions from Belgravia, Tingle, Glanfield, Binneman and Hanegraaff. And now on to the men's fours. And our quarterfinalists, firstly from Italian club, Muller, Redshaw, Harvey and Juka. And then from CBC Old Boys, O'Connor, Momberg and two Buertas. from Belgravia, Klopper, Erasmus, Seys and Vermaak. And from Morningside, Haggerty, Zimmerman, Aspen and Wegerly. And on to our bronze medalists. From Bryanston Sports, Valjalo, Bauer, Turner and Villempini. And from Roosevelt, Thomas and 3 Staines. Runners-up and silver medalists from Brakpan Mines, Remington, Behrens, Head and Ferguson. And the gold medalists from Belgravia, Picketh, Regnani, Seys and Skeepers. Yeah, of course.
Hi guys, sorry man, whenever I win a trophy I may have a habit of making a speech. It happens every 10 years these days. But I think firstly I'd like to say from the players, once again thank you to Perfect Delivery for another wonderful, wonderful tournament. Yeah, I've been with Perfect Delivery for 20 years, and for those of you that know me, I get the odd bumps and scratches, and they've never failed to sort me out one way or the other. Secondly, to the guys we played against this afternoon, wow, what a game. I honestly haven't been involved in a nice game like that in a long time. We had a little bit of the rub of the green. I've got to be honest, if there was anything to be had, we had that. And anyway, it's well done to Craig and the boys from Brakpan. Winning the pairs and being in the finals is a fantastic achievement. I think just to the reason I'm mostly up here is our Belgravia club, and I think, wow, what an achievement to have 5 out of 7 finals. It's fantastic, and to come away with 3 goals and 3 goals and 2 silvers and bronzes and I don't know what else. Guys, we've got a massive amount of to be proud of, and hopefully we're going to have to celebrate this on one or other evening, not too the distant future. And then to my team for putting up with me. I've got Captain Grumpy here. Thank you very much, guys. I enjoyed it and I loved it. To the tournament committee, as you know, sometimes I do voice my grievances every now and then, but generally there's not a lot of people that can actually complain on how the tournament was run. So well done to everyone. Thank you.
Okay, now I've forgotten where I was. Okay, now we're on the ladies' singles. Our quarterfinalists, Susanne Nell from Rustenburg Impala. Carol Glanfield from Belgravia. Uh-oh. Sharon Glenn from Bedford View. And Eda Toy from Avian Park. Our bronze medalists, Uta Smith from Discovery. And Nikki Neal from Lisa's. Our runner-up and silver medalist, Kathy Drybra from Belgravia. And the gold medalist, probably the player who logged up more kilometers than anybody else in this tournament, running backwards and forwards to Kroonstad, I don't know how many times, Linda van Kaspel. And now on to the men's single. Our quarterfinalists. First of all, Italian club, B Dial. Brian, is it? Thank you. From Edenvale, Nick Buerta. Just want to happen to know. A. Rousseau from Wingate. And W. Duncan from Lekkerbreek. Our semi-finalists and bronze medalists, Andrew Doyle from Honeydew. I think it's Andrew. Was it Tony Doyle? Sorry. That's why I didn't want to say too many first names in case I got them wrong. Bronze medalist, Alan Gordon from Killarney. Our silver medalist, Gianni Gatti from Italian club. And last but definitely not least, Wilson Malabolo from Witpoortjie, the men's champion. And just a little housekeeping for the players, please, who've got cash prizes, please be sure to fill in the slips. They're in your envelopes, and give them to Denise as soon as possible. Thank you. On behalf of Gauteng Bowls, the hosting district JBA, we thank everyone for attending and invite you to join us for a few snacks. Thank you very much. Folks, please drive carefully. And I did hear through the grapevine that there is a roadblock out there, so be extra careful. Thanks a lot, folks. Guy.